Hi, everyone. My name is Lee, and I am starting a new YouTube channel called Grain-Free Insights. It's for people who live a grain-free lifestyle, and I'm really excited to begin. Now, one thing you need to know before we get started is that this is not slick. None of this is scripted. When I press the record button, I have no idea what I'm going to say, and I'm recording it from inside a walk-in closet. This is also my home office. I'm a freelance writer. So anything goes. There's an old story about Julia Child that she, at one point in one of her earlier shows, dropped a turkey on the floor and picked it up and just kept working with it and said something along the lines of, "Oh, no one's going to notice," or "Always remember you're alone in the kitchen." Well, I researched that and I found out that it's probably not true, but I love the story. And that's what I want this to be. If I happen to say something stupid, if I have spinach in my teeth, whatever, you know what? We're just going to go with it. I am too old to care. Mistakes happen. And I think it makes it a lot more fun if we can all share them together. So, just a little bit about me and why I started this channel. I have been gluten-free for it's over 15 years. And I've been grain-free, well, not completely because I'm not perfect at it, but trying to be grain-free for around, how long has it been? 15, 12 years, maybe 13. I learned as time went along that grain-free really works well for me. Um, the show is not about how to do grain-free or what you must do to live a gluten-free lifestyle. I have my own things that I like to do. One of them is the specific carbohydrate diet. We can talk about that another time, but that's just me. Everybody's different. So do not worry about somebody preaching to you here about how you have to do this and have to do that. No, you don't. After I was diagnosed as having to eat gluten-free, I thought my head was going to explode. I was very relieved to know what was going on because I could barely walk. The only shoes I could wear were Crocs. You know how when you get the flu, like if you have it really bad, it hurts to just touch your skin? That's how I was. Everything hurt. It was horrible. At one point, they thought I might have multiple sclerosis, brain fog, along with the neurological complications and horrible gastrointestinal distress, diarrhea, the works. So I was very grateful to have finally received a diagnosis. I think I said this already. It was from the University of Chicago, the celiac center there. But it was really hard. And I know a lot of you are probably going through the same thing. I felt like I was mourning for gluten. I just like that part of me had died and it was tough. But how lucky am I that I was able to change what I eat and feel better? And I'm always looking for ways to hack it, to make it easier, to share tips, ideas, solutions. And I'm hoping you'll do the same. I want this to be a community of people that live a grain-free lifestyle. I don't want it to be a paid forum. I want everyone here to be able to share what they want and learn what they want without having to pay a membership fee. This is free for you. In exchange, you have to go along with my not being slick and not caring if I make mistakes. I'm a professional writer, so when I'm writing, I care very much about mistakes, and I just need a forum where I don't have to care about it. You know what? Let it fly, and let's just have a good time. I have a number of, well, not a number, but I have other autoimmune issues. I have Sjogren's disease. I have thyroid. I have Raynaud's. I have carpal tunnel. Is carpal tunnel a autoimmune disorder? I'm not sure, but I have it. And I'm being tested for a few other things, so we'll see how that goes. In every show. I keep calling this a show, but I don't feel like it's a show. It's just a way of sharing with people. But in every one of these, I'm going to be sharing a tip, and I'm debating about what I want to share this first time out. I think what I want to tell you is that I moved, right now I live in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I moved here between 3 and 4 years ago from the Chicago area. And when I moved here, I really didn't know anyone that lived a grain-free lifestyle. I didn't know anyone that needed to eat gluten-free. So I thought it might be fun to start a Facebook page. It's called Gluten-Free Las Cruces. Now, I'm not expecting you to go there unless you live in Las Cruces. Why would you? But it's just a way for everyone in Las Cruces, New Mexico, to share which restaurants they love to go to, which restaurants they really hate to go to, where to shop, where there's good sales on grain-free or gluten-free items, and recipe links, all of that good stuff. So I think my tip for this first episode is to say if you do not have for your community a Facebook page on eating a gluten-free lifestyle, if someone is grain-free, they're automatically gluten-free. And for those of you who don't know, although I can't imagine if you're here that you don't know this, but gluten-free is wheat, barley, rye, and for a lot of us, oats, but more than that. There are a lot of foods that might be naturally gluten-free, but if they're processed, maybe they're processed in a facility that also processes wheat, barley, rye, oats, whatever. Um, Restaurants, there can be cross-contamination can be a problem. So that's what gluten-free is. Like I said, I'm sure you know that already. But anyway, I thought it was a wonderful idea to start that Facebook page. And I have gotten so many wonderful tips from people that also have to live the same lifestyle I do. And it's just been a wonderful community interaction. So if you know someone or if you love Facebook, give it a shot. Open up a gluten-free, whatever your town is, and let people know and put it out there. Watch it grow and enjoy the sharing. What else can I say? You're going to see me here with very little, if any, makeup. You're going to see me here not worried about anything other than just talking to you. And I hope that you will share in the comments what you would like to see covered on this show. Any questions you might have about living a gluten-free lifestyle. I'm assuming that in the beginning, the comments are going to be very sparse because no one knows I'm here, but we'll get it going. I'm also assuming that as I look back on this first episode, I'll think, wow, that wasn't very good. What an amateur. But I kind of have a feeling it's going to be that way all the time as I go along. And eventually, I think I might even just go live and whatever I whatever I have to say, I'll say it. Let's enjoy this. Let's share a lot of tips and have a lot of fun. It's great to meet you. I'm looking forward to knowing more about you. You are so welcome here. Thank you for being part of the group, and let's get started. Yay!